Let me take y'all back for a minute. Back when I was a younger man, more vinegar than sense, I had on a new shirt, I smelled like $1,000,000. I walked across that crowded floor like I was walking a tightrope over the Grand Canyon. I saw my opening. I leaned in, trying to be suave. Then my mouth betrayed me, and out came a cough. Her and her friends stopped. The silence was deafening. I cleared my throat and blurted, "Excuse me, your beauty must have taken my breath away." I mumbled something and scurried away like a roach when the lights come on. That night taught me a lesson I wouldn't fully understand until midlife. I was performing a role instead of just being myself. Perfection is a liar. Sometimes the fail is the flirt, and if you can laugh, you win. Now, let's talk about how men and women approach flirting. We ain't playing the same sport. Most of us men used to flirt with a shotgun approach, aim in a general direction, and pull the trigger. We try to get a reaction right, then sometimes we miss. My daddy, a good Ghanaian man from Akwapem, used to say, "Son, you gotta let a woman know you're interested." He was right, but sometimes that southern directness is a runaway train. My Ghanaian mother would say, "A wise woman never shouts for a man's attention. A woman flirts with a slow simmer eye contact, small laughs, the quiet one you barely heard. She talks a lock behind her ear. She notices how you treat the waitress. She listens. It's chess, not checkers. While we're noisy with our shotguns, she's quietly deciding if you're even worth her time. So learn to read the room, brother, and when in doubt, listen." Something powerful happens when you hit midlife. You run out of time for foolishness. All that stuff that mattered in your 20s, it starts to look real silly. My boy David used to buy out the bar to get attention. He thought women wanted flash. Now, he's got salt at the temples and listens more than he brags. He asked about her book, her laugh, what lights her up, and she leaned in. You stop leading with your wallet and start leading with your heart. We've had successes and failures. We want someone who sits with us in the silence. It becomes less about a pickup line and more about asking, "What's your story?" We want to see if your soul recognizes ours. Dad, true confidence is being present and comfortable in your skin. A black woman in her midlife is a force of nature, a queen who built her own throne. All the nonsense from her 20s, she ain't got time for that anymore. Her BS detector is finely tuned and fully operational. A 25-year-old swaggered over and tried his line. "Baby, you and your boys can't afford me. Now, go on and find someone in your price range." He walked away defeated, not because she was mean, but because she knows her worth. She asks, "What are your intentions? What are you looking for? Where do you see yourself in 5 years?" She's not afraid to be alone. That's her superpower. Giving you her time is a gift. Don't waste it. Her flirting is less approval and more granting an audience with sharp wit. True confidence ain't about never making a mistake. It's about what you do after you mess up. It's about how you recover a spilled drink, a slipped name, a fumbled line. The younger me ran away. The midlife me would have laughed and asked for a do-over. He'd look her in the eyes and say, "Well, that wasn't in the script. Can I get a do-over?" I'm Steve, usually smoother than this. One response springs from fear and ego, the other from humor and authenticity. I know a woman, Sheila, queen of owning it. On a first date, she knocked her whole glass of red wine into a man's lap. Instead of dying of embarrassment, she laughed and said, "I guess you'll never forget our first date." Well, I guess you'll never forget our first date. She turned shame into a story, and that story led to connection. Your ability to recover with grace is 10 times more attractive than getting it right first time. Forget the script, forget being smooth. Just be you. When we talk about black men and women, we talk about a beauty that's vast and deep. It's in the texture of our hair, the shape of our noses, the fullness of our lips. In midlife, you start to love the gray strands and laugh lines, signs of life and wisdom. I watched a couple in their 60s slow sway on a dance floor. He looked at her like she was the one. He wasn't looking at age, he was looking at the life they built together. It's the sensuality in a shared glance across a crowded room. You're looking for someone who appreciates the masterpiece that time made of you, scars and all. It's the feeling of home with someone who truly sees you unpolished and real. When you flirt in midlife, you want that not perfection, but truth. Beauty doesn't fade, it evolves. It's the comfort in a familiar touch. So, what's the secret to flirting, failing, and winning in midlife? It ain't about money or perfect looks. The real game is being authentically you. The secret is laughter. The secret is joy. Forget the script. If you stumble, smile and say, "That one works better in my head." If you fumble a joke and they don't laugh, shrug and laugh with them. Your ability to recover is more attractive than the perfect first take. Who do you want to spend Saturdays with, the overprepared actor or the person who makes you laugh till it hurts? The person who loves your morning face as much as your Saturday night face, that's the prize. Perfection is boring. Messy life is where the stories live. So, go out there, be bold, be awkward, be funny, be you, flirt, fail, and then laugh about it. That's not just how you win at flirting, that's how you win at life.